What's up, Levi? Do you think it's time for another Drumdums drive? All right, buddy. Let's do this. What's up, guys? We're leaving my house now, and we're heading out for Blues Day Tuesday. Just close my door. Walking out into my garage. There's the drums. There's the toys. There's more toys. Here's the car. There's the neighborhood. We're heading out for a Drumdums drive. So what's up, guys? I'm heading out for another Drumdums drive. I'm cranking up my car right now. Here we go. And I have no idea really what's coming out today. I'm just gonna wing it. So I might not buy anything. I don't know. But I have been getting some pretty good response on these Drumdums drives, so I figured, hey, why not go ahead and make another one, right? Oh, and if I sound a little groggy, it's because I kind of just woke up. I'm one of those type people, if it's my day off, which I'm off today, then I'm slow to get out of bed. Like, I've actually been up for probably an hour, but, you know, it takes me a while to really get going. So I just threw on like a Netflix documentary this morning, kind of laid around for a little bit. And, you know, because the stores don't really open until 10 o'clock anyway. So right now it's about 9:30-ish. So I'm heading out now. You know, I'm really into documentaries, and I was watching, the last documentary I just watched this morning it's about this guy, Jimmy Ellis. And he was, some would say, an Elvis impersonator, even though he would never say that he was an Elvis impersonator. He just happened to have the same exact voice as Elvis Presley, which is really interesting. He couldn't help it that he had the same voice as Elvis Presley, even before Elvis Presley was Elvis Presley. But yeah, that was a really interesting documentary. I would, if you're a music fan, you know, if you're like me and you can really just watch any music documentary and get something out of it, then I think you would enjoy it. And I also watched a documentary about Muhammad Ali, about the 60s when he was first coming up and how he constantly fought with having the name Cassius Clay, because that was, I guess, his slave owner's name. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I've always been really interested in boxing, especially Muhammad Ali. I grew up a big fan of Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. Really, Mike Tyson, in his heyday, that's when I was, you know, in high school and all that. So I remember all those pay-per-view fights where they would last for like a minute and a half or something like that. And, you know, we'd all gather around and watch these fights in awe of just the strength of this man, Mike Tyson. And so, you know, the big question that every boxing fan always debates on is who would win in a fight in their heyday, Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali? And really, that's a tough question because they were two completely different types of fighters. But the Muhammad Ali documentary was really interesting because, you know, it was a man who was a Muslim in a time when it was probably pretty tough to be a Muslim. And he really just stood to his beliefs, you know, no matter what. And really, he was facing 5 years of imprisonment, you know, because he did not want to fight in a war that he didn't believe in. The next thing I want to talk about is Anton Yelchin. I am just really shocked, you know, at the news. I remember I was just looking on Facebook. I was getting ready to actually shoot a video, and then all of a sudden this, you know, news popped up that Anton Yelchin had died, you know, in a freak accident. And I had to stop what I was doing. I couldn't shoot the video because that completely just floored me. I mean, this guy was so young. He was 27 years old. And, you know, to die the way he did, too, you know, he was going to work, really. You know, he was going to rehearsal or something like that. And then he didn't show up, and then they found him. Again, it was just really, really shocking. It's always shocking when somebody that's so talented dies at such a young age. You know, immediately I thought back to Heath Ledger and I thought back to Brandon Lee. You know, I still remember those deaths vividly. Especially Brandon Lee. I remember I had just come in the military at the time, and when I heard about Brandon Lee, you know, I just saw Rapid Fire. The Crow didn't even, you know, wasn't even out yet for another year, something like that, because he died while he was making The Crow. But I just remember such a sadness when I finally did watch The Crow in the theater. But, you know, getting back on topic of Anton Yelchin, I just saw Green Room, and it's one of my favorite movies of the year. And a big reason for that was his performance. He was just great in that movie. And he is one of these actors that I think was going to go really far. I thought he was way ahead of his peers in acting range and acting ability. And you know, there are so many young actors in Hollywood that they don't have like a niche. You know, they don't have a signature style to them. Whereas Anton Yelchin, he did, you know, he could carry a movie on his own. He was that talented. You can have talent, but you got to have something extra outside of talent, because in Hollywood, in California, everybody has talent, really. So you got to have something else that resonates, and Anton Yelchin had that. And it saddens me because there's so many more projects that he could have done, you know, that I could totally see him skyrocketing in fame. So yeah, he is sorely missed. Next thing I want to talk about, again, is a couple of music covers, because, you know, I had a lot of fun talking about that on my last Drumdums drive. And one that I heard recently, now, you know the song Royal by Lord? Well, there's a cover of that by a metal group I like called OTEP. OTEP has a female singer, and it's a really, really cool cover, so I would definitely check that one out. Oh, and also, you know, there are a million YouTube covers, you know, by regular unsigned bands, I guess you could say. And there's a band called Solence, and they do a cover of The Hills by The Weeknd. It is just fabulous, spectacular, amazing. I would definitely check that one out. There's a couple of rock versions of that song on YouTube, but the band you want to look for is Solence. Definitely check them out. All right, what's up, guys? We are going to Target first. There it is right there, Target. So we're gonna see what they got in there. So let's do this. Nothing at Target. Now we're heading in Best Buy. Here we go. Well, damn it, guys, I haven't found anything that I wanted yet. I was on the fence about that It Follows steelbook, but I just don't really care for the cover art. You know what I mean? If it's steelbook, I gotta have really nice cover art, and there are some really awesome import alternatives out there for It Follows, which I might get. So, anyway, we're gonna head over to FYE and see if they get anything in there. I'm kind of hoping to find Jaws 2, 3, and 4. But I'm not that optimistic about that. So anyway, FYE. All right, so here we are. We are going over to the mall. I never take you guys to the mall that often, so let's do this. It's pretty dead right now. It looks like maybe the zombie apocalypse happened. Well, the Blues Day Tuesday has come to an end, and I did buy something. You guys will not believe what I just bought. I'm going to show you. Hold on. The things I do for my reviews. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up real quick so you can see it. That's it. That's what I just bought. That piece of shit. The Crow Wicked Prayer. I bought The Crow Wicked Prayer on DVD, no less, because I'm gonna review it. Because my good friend Zach versus the Blu-ray Mountain said you need to review this movie because it is horrible. Horrible movies deserve reviews just as much as great movies do. And you know what? I haven't done a Looped in Hell review in I think over a year. So this needs a review. So that's gonna happen. The Crow Wicked Prayer. If you haven't seen The Crow Wicked Prayer, it might be so bad it's good, because it is just, oh my God, it's horrible, horrible, like the worst. Oh, so yeah, I'm actually excited about this. I'm looking forward to doing this. So anyway, that is it. That's the end of this video. I enjoyed this Drumdums drive. This might be a long one. I'm not sure after I put it all together. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Drumdums. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. And Drumdum out.